How's it going, everybody? The new season has started and it's finally time. Shinobi has gotten its rework. After 2 testing ground iterations, it now finally released, and with it came a few more changes. From the abomination that was the first testing ground to having had some issues, this version here seems to be a pretty decent one. And while many Shinobi players still blame me for the initial nerf a few years back, let me at least show you how this version looks now. I will also talk about previous changes, as not every one of you will have played all iterations. But we also have a sponsor today. NordVPN was kind enough to partner up with me. Most of you won't be a stranger to VPNs, and especially not to NordVPN itself. It should be a very familiar brand actually, and I could now bore you with all the security benefits and whatnot, because those do exist, no doubt, but I'd rather tell you what a VPN can do for you as a gamer. Matchmaking in games is usually region based, so if you're living somewhere with a low player count, you can just select the region with a higher one and then enjoy quicker queue times. Or I'll do you one better, if you always wanted to fight that bearded ginger in a match of Dominion, then you can now do this. The good thing is we have multiple ones, so if any of them complain, I can just pretend I meant the others. Stream sniping is bad, kids, remember. And to this day, some game studios still do staggered releases, or even go as far as region lock their games. Simply select where you want to be and circumvent those restrictions. You can read up on many more benefits if you follow the link down below. Go to nordvpn.com/freeze and check out the holiday discount that is currently available. A 2-year plan plus 1 month with a 73% discount. And if everything fails, just go to your dad and explain to him how he can watch that one sports event that's not being broadcast where you guys live, but in that other country. All that combined with online security, improved privacy, and much more. Links down below. Okay, with that out of the way, let's talk Shinobi. And there's lots to talk about. Let's start simple. His HP got increased to 120, and while we're at these basic values, let's confirm some of the speeds. Neutral heavies are all 800 ms, combo heavies, aka the Sickle Rain heavies, are 700 ms from the sides, the undodgeable version, and 800 ms for top, the unblockable version. The undodgeable properties on the side are very important for multiple office mix-ups. I've heard people are getting a little tired of the bash and undodgeable mix-ups, understandably so to be honest, but Shinobi does work with them. Lights are all still 500 ms, neutral lights and heavy still get the confirmed combo light for 4 damage, changing guard throws the 500 ms combo light. Zone attack, speed-wise, the same as always, 500 ms, with the second hit being unsafe on block in theory. The last part is feintable and now has gotten an additional soft feint, which is the backflip. 100 ms after the second hit, your stamina is drained for the soft feint and you then enter the backflip at around 400 ms. There's really some timing I can pinpoint to measure this. It's 900 ms from the second hit to when the flip kick starts. Patch notes say the backflip is 900 ms with 600 ms soft feint timing. Let's just say that it feels pretty nice and not clunky. The timing seems fine. It also allows you to counter some things that you really shouldn't. Well, depends on how you look at it, I guess. Opinions will be rather divided here. Conqueror's full block riposte can be completely avoided, for example. For how long, we'll see with the rework. Aramusha is limited to his top unblockable, as it's the only one that will track. Both side heavy and kick can be avoided. Kyoshin is similar, light and zone input can be avoided. Late zone input will track the back dodge. Top counters it every single time. On Warlord you eat both the light and the heavy. The headbutt you can get away from, but who throws that headbutt anyways? I guess you can escape ledges like that. And then the zone now also chains to finishes. As you can see, those do have quite some range as well. Not like you have a reason to roll away from a Shinobi zone, but it's a nice demonstration of the range of those finishes. Talking about chains, let's talk dodge and double dodge. The smokeless back dodge is gone. Now if you stop inputting a direction and dodge again, your character will simply not do anything. There won't be a second dodge. You need to input a direction to get a successful double dodge now. Then single and double dodge leads to chains now. You can kick after single and double dodge. You can also chain to attacks after double dashes. It's neutral heavies or neutral lights. Forward obviously will do the new dodge heavy. More on that move in just a minute. Well, now actually. You have a new move out of the forward dodge. A dodge heavy, it's a 700 ms move which is feintable. It's the label from 100 ms up to 500 ms into the forward dodge. That attack was introduced to help make the kick more functional. The Legion kick variations, as many in the community like to call the 300-500 bashes, can be reactable to some people. Giving Shinobi an extra option out of the forward dodge and making that heavy feintable should greatly increase the effectiveness of the kick, forcing even players with insane reactions into a read. Here are the moves side by side. The animations are quite different, but we will see over the next few weeks how well this mix-up will perform. But that's not the only mix-up and by far not the most effective. Let's talk flip kick. It is now available after back rolling. The front roll got removed, so the chain link is now directly back roll into flip kick. That move is 466 ms. I've had some inconsistencies, so I will do more delay tests, but my problem when measuring here is the stamina drain timing. It doesn't drain stamina at the start of the attack. This can also be seen on the opponent's side. So instead of just the 100 ms of hidden indicator, we have another 66 ms hidden. Making this a 300 ms indicate the bash. It's actually even more inconsistent from the other point of view. Like I said, delaying might play a role here. I will do more tests. The indicators itself seem to be varying in length, same as the orange glow on the feet. The indicator fade in of unblockable symbols does play a role here as well. But what this all means is that this one will be effective on all skill levels. There is no reaction monster out there that can just counter this. Everyone needs to make a read. You either dodge the kick or you wait for the Sickle Rain heavies and then decide to deal with those. And then one more kick either from Deflect or after a parry riposte. Let's talk Deflect first. Shinobi no longer has an automatic deflect happening, but it requires a guard break input to teleport through the opponent. Look at the controller overlay for a second. Holding down the guard break button during the deflect will automatically go into the kick, so please be aware of pressing any buttons too long. The deflect itself is only the teleport. Everything after this is not guaranteed. You now have the option to go for a 500 ms kick or once again Sickle Rain finisher heavies. The chain link here seems to have been reduced a little. As a defender, be aware of this. The parry needs to happen quicker than you might think. You just need to get used to this, but might be a little surprised the first few times. The kick leads into the ranged heavy, same as the dodge kick. It's a 566 ms heavy now. This one used to be variable timed, as the range obviously had an effect on it. And the other kick I need to mention in this context is the one after a parry riposte. This one is the same mix-up as after a deflect. Kick or Sickle Rain heavies. Now for the good news for many of you that go mental when they only see the color orange. You should be able to consistently punish most of these kicks. I've already seen threads about kick spam and unpunishable and whatnot. I take bets that none of these people even attempted to dodge them. With the correct read, all of these are punishable. And the window for punishes is quite big. We are looking at the following recovery values of these kick variations. Not gonna read them all out, that's just too boring. Check them in the info hub. So the only really outstanding recoveries are from the normal dodge kick that all of you have seen hundreds of times already. Plus, the recovery cancel off the backflip is GBable as well. There might be a problem at high level though. Potentially, people could react to whether it's an empty dodge or a dodge attack and then only backflip when they see the indicator. We do have characters with undodgeable dodge attacks or really fast ones that will naturally counter this. If too many people have problems here, I can do another video similar to what I've done to Orochi's kick, Maybe this time people will actually believe what is shown on the screen. There is a tiny bit of hope left in me. Let's talk about frame advantage then. People don't like when they can't interrupt things, and oftentimes they accuse someone of spamming simply because their light attack got beaten by whatever the other guy was doing. So here's the chaining of the flip kick heavy into back roll, rinse, repeat. You cannot interrupt that. You need to eventually dodge. Yes, this is a mix-up between kick and heavy, but if you get kick spammed here, don't complain that it's because it's not interruptible by your light. Another thing, blocked side sickle rain heavies will not leave you frame advantaged. In fact, you're neutral, meaning you will trade with attacks of equal speed. This might be intended, but does go against the usual frame advantage rules for finisher heavies. Just something to keep in mind. Then let's talk running heavy. It's a 500 ms attack. You can only follow up with the heavy if you have locked on before the attack connects. I'm not quite sold on that move just yet. Range seems a little short, and in general it feels a little off when using it. But people have said promising things about it for catching someone out of lock. I'll update you on that once the punish guide for Shinobi comes out. I will definitely include more infos in that video. Then something we've complained about in the last TG iteration of this hero, the forward roll after a backflip can be reaction interrupted with a light. This has been since removed, and now when trying to do that, lighting someone after a backflip, this can backfire. The fact that you can dodge out of the flip allows for deflects of interrupt attempts. This is a very tight timing and requires you to understand what hit stun you've been in before even attempting said interrupt. With the correct timing you can still land this perfectly, but too early, you get deflected, too late, and you might be in another flip kick mix-up. But I thought it was worth mentioning, especially since I've shown you the flip kick loop before. Then some target swapping problems. We were supposed to be able to target swap the front roll after ranged heavies. This seems to not be the case at the moment. The flip kick can be target swapped, but not the roll. I'm sure this will be fixed soon though. It would help Shinobi's mobility and control of the space and opponents around him, making his moves less predictable and thus punishable. What we don't know for sure is whether double dodge target swapping has been removed on purpose or by accident. And well, I think I should wrap this up actually. There was still the Sigil Rain strike delay window I wanted to talk about, some stamina inconsistencies of the bash and seemingly iframes on some of the forward dodge moves. But oh well, let me know if you find anything else. Should more things come to light about Shinobi, then I'll make an additional video. For now, don't forget to sponsor NordVPN and let me know whether you enjoy Shinobi or hate every player who dares to pick him. I know everyone enjoys 6 or 7 of them in every lobby. Having said that, hope the video was helpful. Thanks for watching. Laters everybody.